Obviously, it's going to be really tough to play around as Qiyana, and I think it's going to be a lot of onus on Hong to try and pick the target with his knockup. And for me, the target just kind of has to... I would fail a political test right there, which fortunately not on here, but we do have Arha getting active.
It might have a real cost. We'll find out. So already we have Arha just holding his Q, getting the flash out of Bertle. I'm not sure he's going to be able to make it back to his turret as Monkey shows up to clean it up and pick up first blood.
Great walk. Oh, he's going for Crisp.
Another aggressive one. Crisp will flash over the wall, so Arha not going to have a chance to land a hook, but this does secure the first dragon of the game for Team WE. And with Grubs in a minute, I'd imagine they might want to go after those two and take them away from Bertle.
No more.
Exhaust for exhaust. The culling, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage right now. About's going to flash over the wall. So is Xiaoya, and he's going to dash him down. A relentless pursuit out of the LG. Get a lot of value over on those Grubs. Monkey, though, recognizing that this is a thing, and they're going to go down, look to make a play onto Xiaoya. He's up against the wall, tries to dash away, but that is not a play that you can make, and the snipe from About gets himself a kill.
I mean, Grubs going over is not worth what Xiaoya just lost in the bot lane, and WE's not done. They didn't burn a lot for that. It was only really the Supreme Display of Talent.
They're going to try to fight a 3v4. They immediately burst out Arha. Now they're going to look for Karis next, who is not where he needs to be. He will flash over the wall. Hung going to drop his ultimate down just to protect himself this fight. And Bertle is going to have a hard time actually trying to get a lot of a push here. Hook does go down on a Crisp, but here comes that Realm Warp over on the backside, calling down on the Monkey. It's very much below half HP. Hung getting pushed away, and he'll finally go down, but they're so split. The exhaust for exhaust, but About is going to win that fight every time. Forces the flash out of Xiaoya. It is a quick pick for Team WE, and it means that the second dragon to the game is theirs.
I thought that LGD played around Monkey pretty well in that fight. I mean, Xiaoya kited out the initial dash from Monkey, did use the culling to push him off, and then Monkey whiffed the Supreme Display of Talent, as that was not a talent show victory for him. However, the damage of Qiyana was enough to ensure they still get a kill on the dragon. And About just kind of forcing Xiaoya out when he didn't have the culling.
Still posturing aggressively. I'd really like to see that, and we'll see how much that can develop. We might see a fight break out here as LGD starting to link up as a team. Xiaoya and Crisp not quite connected. Hung's going to go in a perfect wall, and Monkey is on the wrong side of the tracks. Karis is going to show up. Hung trying to frontline, but he can't survive through it. The Cube teleport with the flash, and the Cryo Phoenix is getting burnt. Gordon Ramsay could be proud of Cube cooking him, and it's 2 more kills. Anything that LGD want to do. And they are falling further and further behind another, the first...
Xiaoya, for me, right now, needs to be the damage. So, if you're not connected with Lucian, I just don't think that the plays are there for LGD. And, yeah, it's been a really slow game for LGD. This has been Team WE drafting a lot faster comp and playing it really well.
Yeah, LGD, as you said, the connection has just not been there. As was previewed, out of half HP after that True Shot Barrage landed. We're finally seeing pings on this top side, and Bertle is finally moving up there, but it is too little too late. He doesn't have a...
Like, the Not Rise was there for Team WE, and they answered it with slowness across the board. I really don't feel like any of the champs that LGD drafted had the opportunity to play faster than he's going all the way around here. The observers haven't spotted it yet, but on our mini-map,
that ward does get pinged out. They are aware that he's there. There it goes. Doesn't really land on too many members. Hung trying to get back with the team, but the Onivia wall is going to cut him off. He's got to flash over. Tangyuan is super low, and Karis is sprinting at him. Takes him down, gets exhausted, and almost finds Xiaoya as well. Meanwhile, the rest of Team WE are putting LGD through the meat grinder. It's 2 more kills. It's going to be Mountain Soul as well.
Karis flashed it, and Chovy belted out of the culling. Who cares about item efficiency? Let's make big plays, baby. He got in there, was able to end the fight. And, man, this game, just all WE from the start, Yanni. I really feel like LGD, this draft was not it. And how we saw the map in the first 5 minutes, and we didn't see anything too fancy there. I think the first gank that they had mid to get the flash and the A got a Tangyuan was really nice, or Tangyuan was really nice. But it really wasn't anything too fancy this game for Monkey. It was just the fact that he clears faster, his mid pushes faster, and his support can walk where the enemy's support can't. And we saw Arha and Monkey do a nice job of syncing up and cashing in on that. It wasn't anything too special, just some damn good League of Legends.
Well, we're finally seeing some split push here, as Bertle is down on that bot side, looking to take that bot inner turret. Well, Team WE have said, you know what, we are going to do the Baron. We'll see if there's anything that can be done by LGD, the immediate cleanse from the Breath of Life, but it won't matter all too much. A good equalizer to slow up the squad. And here comes everybody on the side of Team WE. Knockup is there onto Hung. He's looking for Ara, but that backside, they're just flashing on top of the carries, and the carries flash out of existence. Crisp will fall down too. It's a double kill for Monkey, and the game-ending push could come through here for Team WE.
You know, that realm warp into the two-man depth charge, it really felt like it was some pancakes with the side of Eggs Benedict there. As I just watched LGD get pancaked in that fight, Yanni. It was a pretty solid game here from Team WE, who coming off a nice win against JDG last night. Not stopping, not slowing down. They had the proactivity, the ability to make plays early, and then cash in them.
Can't stop, won't stop. Team WE looking to continue their torrid split 2 end of split.
I think a one-item team fight with Aurora, Nefiri, Gnar could do a number on Team WE. And LGD, at least they patched up, I think, the biggest flaw of the last keep that health is the appearance from Monkey mid being punished here by Hung. And 3v3 over the Raptors.
Yeah, health bar's not really there for Team WE right now, so Crisp is looking to just big body in there. He is going to get feared, exchange most of his health bar. Flash forward, but a good denial there from Arha. But Tongyuan with the hop. More heroic charges. Karis goes back in, and a little bit too much dip on that chip as it's first blood for Tongyuan's Gnar mid. Hung wants a little bit more, going to look to take out Monkey here in the darkened daggers plus the auto attacks.
A lot more proactivity for themselves and putting up more of a contest early on.
And with Monkey showing top just to try to clear out that control ward that Bertle put down, this does mean that the Dragon is going to go the way of LGD. This does mean that Hung is going to hit level 6 off of it, so should have an opportunity for that Call of the Pack to maybe try and make a play. We do see Crisp hovering around this mid lane as they're going to go take these chickens, and maybe they'll make a play onto Arha, who walks into Fog. So we're going to be secured. They are going to look to move forward here. Tongyuan with the flash and the Gnar into the wall. Scar is trying to come in and is going to Gnar right back in this 2v2, but on the backside, Hung takes care of Arha. Crisp's very low, but guess who goes in trying to finish off this kill? But he misses the darkened daggers, and a bounce here for the turnaround, and they bit off a bit more than they could chew. Team WE. But now it's Hung trying to do a solo mission onto these grubs, and Arha is here with Monkey to try and shove him off there. He's going to go invulnerable, so wants to stay in, but will think better of it.
Monkey's
hopping out. Bertle from the side here drops down that between worlds. Great root coming out from about, and the rest of the team is here. Karis gets his first and is really putting in a lot of work. Crisp shoved up against the wall. They find him. What a condemn onto Tongyuan, and it's a wipe. Team WE picking up 3 more kills. They're going to get a couple. 5 seconds until it's up. Still missing a couple of key flashes. Karis is going to be the one to go in on Tongyuan as they're lying in wait to try to turn this one around. He Gnars him right back, shoves him away, knocks him up, and it's another kill going over to Commander Karis. He is now 4-1 on the bottom side. About going to get dove on the back end on a sliver of HP, and it's Crisp who claims that one, but Karis with the teleport abscond abduct in, just trying to buy a little bit of time for Arha and Monkey to show up. They're going to try to turn it around, and they do. He goes down. A bit overzealous here is Team WE. Now find themselves.
Spells is just a giant target on your head for Crisp. And then this is a little bold from Monkey. Trying to flirt with the danger. This Dragon should go LGD's way. No action happened, and we're getting a replay here.
Oh, this was the beginning of this play. This was the beginning of the entire sequence, where we went Gnar for Gnar, and then everybody showed up.
You know, they really threw me off with that. I thought it'd be...
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, Karis somehow is on the very wrong side of the tracks here. He's going to flash over and find Xiaoya regardless, and that's going to turn around on the Hung. Karis is going crazy right now, but he might find himself in a bad way. Goes back in. That Kingslayer is just a ridiculous spell. Riot has nerfed it so many times, and I really didn't think they need to nerf it more. Somehow, some way, they finally find Karis.
I think Monkey's really just trying to pester as much as we can here, and he loses the camp, goes down, but Karis was here to be the savior.
Yep, was able to at least salvage this play to, obviously it would have ended up being in Team WEs, because if you deal more damage, it doesn't matter if your team fighting is a little sloppier. You can still get the job done. While that Herald went over to the Team WE, Tangyuan's going to go get this bottom turret solo. A lot of gold going over to him. Now, where are we taking this Rift Herald? It looks like we are just getting out. Monkey is going to jungle privilege himself and get a little bit of healing out of it.
Yeah, back to the safety of our camps is where this Rift Herald's going out. But I feel like MSI definitely showed us that you don't always have to have player efficiency. It sometimes can work in draft, but with a pick like
Kar's over on the side. What a wonderful pick. And down goes Hung. As the rest of the fight going to shake out, Cube is frontlining right now. Flashes forward and is going to be able to finish off Xiaoya. Knock up there from Arha. Crisp not going to really be able to escape here as Karus will run him down. Tangyuan dropping lower and lower. And the damage of Team WE is just too much for LGD to handle. They find a 4-for-1, and they will stop LGD's dragon stacking.
I know we didn't get to talk about the setup there. I was trying to go down a rabbit hole, but the setups have just been better for WE. It continued with that fight on about. That was really well played as he got Gnar mid-hop, and Tangyuan definitely was looking to combo there as Raptor contest.
Up a little bit too far. Paranoia is going to get dropped down, but here's Karus, who's blowing up another fight and picking up his 8th kill of the game.
Just to see him have this big of a performance, and again, really, he needed to be the bridge that got Cube into the game, he got his team into the game. He did that tenfold. I think the LGD helped. Crisp had an opportunity in a couple of these fights to find the right target, like the one down sums. I think Crisp has to find Karras, or just be a nuisance to Karras. Karras going to run everything.
We're seeing this again. Yeah. This is a carbon copy of what happened last time at your chickens. They're not yours, Hung. Sorry, bro. And now it's time for the Baron to go over to Team WE. We'll see if LGD want to give this one away. I think that this is their best opportunity they're going to get. And I think they agree. Tangyuan going to teleport in, but he doesn't have any rage in that Narbar. Chris,
no
looking to front line. See if we can steal this away. Down to about 3,000 HP. Good engage over on the side as Team WE are driving out LGD. The Baron is going to be secured. Crisp is going to flash away. Tangyuan's going to hop away.
Stymie him. With the 5-second stuns you have as Leona, obviously you want to find some squishies as Leona, but Karras is so big, it feels like you just have to hamper him. If not, he's running through your entire team.
Bal is going to be forced to flash away. We have a numbers advantage here for LGD, but Crisp is very low. Arha blows up the back of the fight, and now it's Xiaoya who's going to run for the hills, and he's not going anywhere. Oh no, it's the Between Worlds non-bow. But that's okay. Even though they'll lose one on the backside, Team WE will still be able to clean up Bertle. It's a double kill for Karras. I think that's number 10 on the game for him, as Team WE have a big 4v2 advantage with a Baron at their backs.
Connected the abscond abduct for 11-2, but the Between Worlds he stole sent him to Narnia versus where he wanted to be in that fight. But the flashiness on the Sylas continues. As again, I kind of warned that we felt like the Sylas versus Gnar. Like, this is a fine matchup for Sylas. Matchup aside, it's just been all Karras with what he's been able to do this game. As
feels like they are never in fully sync as a team. Once they get Baron, they get a little too lazy and find themselves getting engaged on. The Bout finds a good angle here, and they will take down Bertle once again.
They've already taken that bot inner turret, so focus has been on mid and top to remove the rest of the inners. Can do so successfully here mid, as Bertle on that wave was not it. That wave's at 0 in the middle, and you're playing against a team that did have Baron. Start of the push, Baron is falling off now, Yanni, but a successful post-Baron push to take the mid inhibitor at that.
Wonderful stuff. A 6.7 thousand gold lead for Team WE. One of these high-value ultimates again. It looks like LGD will wisely not defend this top inner turret. Just like you have to wait for a moment for Team WE to open themselves up. Perhaps they will over-aggress like they're known for.
Just won 1-13 the last regular season, right? Yeah, they took top 3 in playoffs, but this is a team where we want to see a start-to-finish good split. And man, this has been a really convincing victory against LGD for me. Do they can put the finishing touches on it? Sure feels like they will.
Well, they're certainly going to try right now. And Xiaoya is going to be the target. He cannot escape Monkey. Karis looking to run amok on the backside. He's got that Gnar ultimate. Hung's got to flash away. But he goes in on Tangyuan. He throws him back into a bout. And Arha's going to steal that one away. Lots of turret shots going down onto Cube and Monkey. They are quite low. But the rest of Team WE appears to be very healthy. Hung over on the backside will be able to find Cube. Now he might want to pop the Guardian Angel on Monkey. Monkey's still alive. Karis flashing after him, not going to be able to close that out. Crisp goes in onto a bout, but there's Arha with the double knockup, and it's Crisp who's going to drop. Guardian Angel popped on the Monkey. They're going to turn on the Hung, but they still can't find him again. Just trying to delay the inevitable at this point, but Karis is going to have that stolen ultimate, misses the
one more fight where we can see Karis be a bit flashier, because there's a Seeker's Arm Guard and 4 more pages to the book, Yanni, for the MVP of this game. Be a bit more of a doozy of a fight.
Pinch play potentially onto Cube here. Tangyuan just trying to keep his Gnar bar up. Bertle was on the way down, and now that Tangyuan's been spotted, it's time to go. You have to pull this off now. Bertle, though, is late to the play, and they're just putting him in a blender. Cube still trying to stealth away, hops away, but the tumble is not going to be enough to keep him alive. And now LGD looking to turn it around here up on the top side. Curtain call coming out. 4v3. Hung needs to try to find a way in to steal this away. He goes invulnerable. He gets it, and he stole it away. He stole it away from Monkey. It will be the one to fall, but it will be a 4v4 at LGD with Baron this time.
I mean, that's Baron on 4. That's a great yoink. I understand the flip there from series isn't wrapped yet, even though it doesn't feel to me that this Baron's going to change the pace of the game.
Another paranoia, and it's Xiaoya who steps up too far. He flashes away, but once again falls. It's Tangyuan getting picked off next. And in the blink of an eye, 2 members of LGD drop. Teleport coming in as Cube using that top lane teleport to rejoin the rest of the squad. It's going to be a 5v3. Bertle up on the top side, looking for a flank here on some low health targets, trying to stealth his way in. Arha going to be forced away. He's getting down to about half HP. There's that Between Worlds. It's good damage. Cube gets bursted out as well. But LGD are
Wit's
on
End for Tangyuan is nice into the Silas. That said, it's not really valuable into anything else in the game, so that's a little bit of a weird build for me. He does have 60% tenacity in his build, too.
Well, there's a lot of CC. There's a lot of CC coming out of Team WE.
There is.
I'll give him a little bit of grace there.
I still feel like we're in the camp where we need a miracle. And I think the biggest positive for LGD in that last sequence is at least they found a play and they took out Cube early, but Monkey.
All right,
Flash.
Well, they found him again.
Yeah.
Once again, Xiaoya is the one who was caught out by the paranoia. This means that Crisp will also have to give his life, and that could be what ends the game. It is a double kill for Monkey, 9, 2, and 11 right now, and I don't think LGD can stave off another push because everybody on Team WE is healthy.
I think the 2 deaths I've seen LGD have when mid-waves even have been really tough.
Ultimate down. Arha goes in. There's the first turret to fall. Good damage from Bertle, going back and forth between the worlds, but his other turret has fallen. He is watching his teammates' health bars drop in front of him, and he watches it.
Or IG, especially the Shy, one of the most loved players, it feels like, in LPL history, but we got to break down these comps a little bit. I do really like Weibo's kind of stalwart.
Thinks he might have a look.
Don't do it.
Oh, please 3v3, guys. Let's go.
I mean, if we're going off last night, they both jump over the wall at the same time. Some good coordination there. And Dwayne, I don't know what happened, but he just wasn't able to hit anything there and just dies outright. First blood goes over to Mako, and IG are off to the race.
Once he hits 6, his one-shot ability is very high.
There you go. Purgatory has been initiated, but Rookie gets locked down under turret. That petrifying gaze will kill any man where he stands. And Dragon start. Weibo in the vicinity. It is a 4v4 brewing. Half health on the Dragon now. Fighting. They're going to get the taunt coming through onto Mako, and he's going to be forced out of the side. It could be a 50-50 here. Dizzy versus Wei, but Dizzy wants no part of it. Now Elk will have to use the spell shield to get away from some of the damage. And Awesome was
but any part of that flashes early. Now Zika in trouble.
Again, playing towards their conditions, playing towards their mechanical outplays, and playing towards their aggression. That's going to be another pick for IG. They're going to get out with a little bit of scrapes and bruises, but that is all. Now 2-1 and a little bit more of a gold lead.
Yeah, beautiful play for IG. Awesome. Gonna have to answer in the mirrored play.
Episode 2, it's the Empire Strikes Back, but it's really Weibo that's striking back. The flash gets burned. Rise in here, and we already see IG looking for those picks I was just talking about. As they're going to look for it. Ooh, Sonic Wave doesn't come through, but the Stand United does. And now Mako's getting locked down. Wade's trying to put some damage back. The flash plays from both. Wow. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. And now Wade decides he wants to go back in. I don't think that's a fight you wanted. Cataclysm with a double dunk. He tries to get the double, but it's going to be a beautiful taunt from Tway as Weibo's composition starting to come.
Yeah, now this is where you could overextend as IG, and we might see a lot of on-the-way pings here from Weibo.
Ward's coming through. The red buff does go over, and here comes the Cataclysm. He doesn't get to leave because the Hextech Ultimatum's already there, and Mako bites the dust. Public Execution from the Shy as he's going to come back in, and he doesn't get his first kill of 2026, but he wants to make it happen here in this one. He got the first, and now he's about to go down. Maybe it's just the Shy way as he gets jumped on by Zika. That's Way almost getting killed there, too. He's down sub 200 health.
Flash on Bessa ulting. TP Flash on Bessa ulting at that into a random red buff invade. I mean, IG Group Nirvana is going to be nothing but this all year, so I just can't wait to see. I mean, even this play, these guys are so fun to watch, Mizel.
We're going to see the 4,000 health Rift Herald. They're going to go full in. They're just going to 100-0 way down, so there's no smite left available. The Rift Herald got taken by Xiaohu, so he's doing his due diligence. Find some picks. And right now, it doesn't feel like they have the damage profile to be able to do so. 50-50. It's not going to go 50-50. It's just going to go over to Weibo. And now Zika, he finds onto the Shy. The Shy's going to go for the public execution. He's just trying to dodge his way through this fight, but he just goes down. That's the Rift Herald picked up and used as well, as he's going to go straight to this mid lane, try to take it down. He'll be in some trouble, though. Yeah, he's going to get Hextech Ultimatum immediately, but he'll be fine. Got the Stand United in there from Tway, and that's what makes this team comp so difficult.
The mid lane tower, what feels like forever. If you're able to chunk the tower like that, then just go for it, even at the price of Shen ulting. But yeah, that's going to enable them to get this bot tower as well, off the back of that successful previous play. But IG doesn't want...
He misses the first nails, tries to go for a combo, but kind of messes it up there. Now, it's going to be Dway coming over. It's moving in multiple members, but yeah, at some point tonight, and potentially during this game, you're going to need to sell me this this lock champ, because right now, oh my god, JJ just perfectly buffers the Dragon Rage kick. He's still going to go down, and maybe Rookie's going to be able to get the turnaround now, but he has to flash away from Xiao. Look how fast he is. He's just moving like a slippery snake, and he's going to get the slowdown on a Rookie. Those Twin Fangs are hitting. The Petrifying Gaze doesn't, though, unfortunately. Rookie's going to play over the wall, try to get away, but he gets the flash out of Elk. And that's going to be a big pick
Things
now.
Things are looking pretty grim, but you're able to get the shutdown onto JJ even after his beautiful buffer. And honestly, the flash out of Sivir as well. I'm sure this guy's wearing a pretty big bounty, sitting at 833 gold.
And I don't mind that IG continue to try to find things. It just hasn't stuck just yet. And the Shy needs to have a really big pop-up. Dway just going to go for the flash taunt. Dway is going to not find the damage there as a Mega Death Rod, or Mega Inferno Bomb rather, comes through. Locke does get a kill at least. Rookie able to get his second of the game. Can't really do anything though. He's just getting poked down by Awesome. JJ is in the pit now, looking for a 50-50. It's going to be a move on Awesome. It's going to go in the pit again. JJ round 2. It's going to go over to Way. He's able to secure that one, but then the double counter-strike comes through into the taunt from Way, and it's Elk that's ripping him to pieces here with those ricochets. Rookie can't really get out much. There's going to be that Purgatory, but he will be stuck in his own version of Hellish Purgatory here. That Weibo have locked him in.
Wow, I mean, the second iteration of the fight was not nearly as successful as the first. It's just going to come down to what happens here around the Nash. Is Weibo going to be able to slay this Baron on time? If so, this game state is really cooked for IG. And of course, all pings, all units being sent straight to this Baron. Looks like the Shy and his team has made the executive call to give it on. Camille has no R, Ziggs doesn't, Locke doesn't. I guess he just almost nothing you can pick into this champion to have a good time. I mean, especially with Syndra not being available. So yeah, he just takes the Locke, and as strong as that champion is, I just think you want to be against anything else.
I'm looking for this Baron push. Way was thinking about going for a little bit of a kickaroonies. He does have the insect available. Here comes JJ
Wow.
to put 4 of them in a cage and maybe call them babies. That's going to be putting them to sleep now. The Shy will go quietly into the night, and that is Weibo moving into the base.
JJ with the beautiful Cataclysm there onto practically the whole team of IG. That means they're really going to have so much pressure into the base here on the side of Weibo. It's going to be really difficult to answer this as IG. Looks like they might not
All
have...
preemptive for this dragon. 3rd dragon for either team on a Hextech Soul.
Yeah, that's going to mean this game could last a bit longer than usual. Really fortunate for IG that they were able to escape the previous play with that Drake, giving over the Baron as a consequence, but we're gonna fight here surely.
Dragon getting low. Wei's gonna have to make his way into the pit if he wants it. They don't go for the kill. They go for the fight. Oh my god, the fight's already over before they turn around. Mako just gets blasted to the heavens, and now the Shy and Rookie, that duo that's coming back, the fateful kings of IG, will try to find their exit strategy. The Shy goes ahead and takes the only parachute in the plane, and Rookie will be left in the crash.
Red here for IG at this current 29-minute mark. I don't think it's going to be very easy to walk in here with the vision you have, with the resources that you have. You're at a huge disadvantage here.
TP coming in as well. Zik is going to have a huge shield. Jit just goes for the fight. The flash play from Dway again. The hero-making moment coming through from this jungle support duo. Can it work? 4v5. Zika has an angle. Baron down about a quarter health here. They want to go for the fight, but now the Shy is ripping him a new one. Mega Inferno Bomb comes through and lands straight onto Dway's head. Takes him down. Now it's a 4v4. Baron didn't get reset. Oh, Public Execution goes wide. Xiaohu hits the big setup on the other side. It's going to be the Baron smote away by JJ. And now the Shy will get flashed on by JJ himself. He'll go for the Cataclysm play over the wall. And just like that, IG are missing everybody but awesome.
Just like that, Weibo secures the Baron, sitting on Soul Point here, sitting with all the respawn timers for the top side of IG. Not many hit points for some of their members, but more than enough to make this mid lane push, considering Awesome has practically no mana left in there. Would not be surprised to see them take some inhibs here, if not go further for Weibo.
All I'm going to say is, I see you, Weibo. I see you. Okay. You maybe took some of those lessons to heart from Split 2. Baron, minions aplenty coming into mid and bot lane. It will leave Rookie to get a little bit of side lane gold there with the bounty completed and the outer tower taken, but they are losing so much more for it. As Baron buff still up for another minute. Xiaohu tries to go for the Petrifying Gaze, doesn't even need the stun, doesn't even need to turn them to stone because they were already so. It might be a huge moment for Weibo, but it's also a giant welcome party for the Shy and Rookie back in the league. Weibo say know your place. 1-0 to start this best of 3.
Counters the Rise. Honestly, Mazel, I gotta give both teams credit. These are good meta read drafts IMO, but this is just maybe not the content we had.
It's come through, but it's not enough, and the Shy will be fine.
Get the mirror play here from IG.
Oh, beautiful from Wei to dodge away from the scatter, and that will be one for the week as IG take first blood. What are we doing?
Can't give the crab up, can we?
What are we doing? We just missed them. But what is happening right now?
What
We
is
got the encore misses. We missed the Realm Warp plays. We missed the big engage from Waco as he does die, but Wei is the one that takes up the prize. He's going to die now too. He needs to go over the wall, but it's the shock blast from hell from JJ.
Yeah, like they literally missed
He might take the bait here. Needs to be a bit careful. Accelerated shock blast comes out from Fog of War, and Rookie flashes instantaneously. Dragon goes over to Wei.
That really shows how strong this Onivia can be. I feel like Wei could get the jump here, but yeah, just pop one glacial wall as Onivia, and sometimes one wall equals one flash. Pretty good deal.
Whoa. JJ didn't expect the entire brigade to come over. The crash down doesn't connect, but the CC does. Rookie picks up the kill.
That's just it right there. Yeah,
they will have the quest TP from the Shy, but it's already gone, and it goes over to Weibo. Now, that wall does beautifully to stop them. Here comes the Rift Herald, though. Can he play into it? Dway wants to go over. The Rift Herald hasn't spawned yet. He finally gets into it, but it's already running rampant his IG. As Dway will actually find a little bit of an exit with that.
So they just get 3 Ws for the price of their bot lane tower. I mean, that seems like a pretty solid deal if you ask me.
A little bit of damage from Shy. I'm just not playing Onivia, I guess. Dway looking for the long con here. They do have the Ragnarok for the Shy. He's just waiting to pop it if he needs to. He's going to pop it down, try to fight back. He's got healing. Dway didn't realize what fight he was picking as he's going to get the depth charge coming through. JJ with a snipe from distance.
Yeah, the Shy, just being that it's him, I kind of counted him in on that. I kind of thought he might just kill both of them there somehow, miraculously with the Olaf. I really felt it when he turned around there. I thought he saw something, that Olaf's able to win that fight, but I just guess the Stride Breaker wasn't really able. Yeah, this game is really hard to tell who you'd rather be, but looks like that's going to change here.
Yeah, I think the Shy might just be dead, but he's going to try to get himself a little bit of piece of chicken, maybe a croc, but he's going to come out with nothing.
Yeah, it looks like we'd rather the bot lane tower. Rookie getting to cash in on that is someone you're pretty happy with. I mentioned that the Olaf Seraphine does scale well, but I mean, Syndra of all champs, one of the best scalers in the game, as is Onivia.
80% of this team, and he's going to do a quarter or more of their health. And so you really need to be careful when you're setting up around objectives or preemptive plays. As if you catch him out with no teammates around, maybe that's just the difference as Rookie picks him off.
And that's why we want Rookie on the rise, not here on the chase. Another one after another one. If he hits another, I just can't imagine IG has enough HP to contest this. Thankfully, the Shy absorbs it a bit better than most. Doesn't mind losing some HP on the Olaf.
Dragon
He's got
started.
The Hexblade, Mazel. I think he does.
I mean, Wayne needs to be really careful. Mako going for the counter engage. Here comes the Realm Warp. They're delivering the Shy, but the Shy's in some trouble now, too. He's going to start Ragnarok in his way away. He's auto-attacking, but he might just go down. The damage is not enough.
Keep going.
He dies! He goes down to Zika. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Awesome, able to stay in the fight even with such low health. Rookie, able to get the kill there onto the pick for Elk, and that will be Weibo being ran down. The flash play from JJ, really nice.
Yeah. Rookie just blew up Elk there off screen. I'm pretty sure that Syndra had like 80% health, and Rookie just hits everything.
TP back. That's Zika.
That's the Zika who could have
really
died.
Careful.
But 1 HP became 5,000, Mazel.
That shield is so impenetrable. JJ just wants to land some of this poke. They're a little bit worried about the all-in because you think about the way the junglers approach this. Way is all about the all-in, and they're going to all-in as they move forward. They're going to take pole position over the dragon. They're going to take soul point here in IG, giving themselves a fighting chance.
It looks like the script is one of my favorite ones, Mazel. I mean, IG really showing us what they can do here with Rookie, with the Shy, and gosh, this is beautiful. Soul point for IG. Weibo looking to make an answer.
Zika wants to make a play there on the Mako. Mako trying to find an exit here, but Wei just has to watch as he gets whittled down. Slice and dice through Wei as he's used to kill his teammate. And now he's got to be careful. The Shy coming around the corner. Ragnarok available. Wei wanting to go in. Zika goes ahead and pops the Dominus. He needs to back away now. The Encore coming through, and the Shy says that's go time. They're moving forward. They get two quick kills, and JJ gets the resets. JJ gets reset on as Wei does move forward, trying to get onto Zika. Won't be able to. Tries to get Dway in the end, but Wei is going hard right now on this Neferi, and they're going to start up the Baron.
Awesome with the Encore of his lifetime. Looks like Zika might be a target now.
Bait. Oh my god.
Just like that.
And Zika gets ran down to the under. Oh, the Shy is short at the undertow. They're going to go back to the Baron.
Some life to it. That's all you need, and here is why. Look at the beautiful Encore from the 1 HP Seraphine, sealing the deal and getting IG that Baron.
And we're seeing another pick now. Xiaohu in some heat in the top side as Wei is just having his way with the Rift. It's a nice shock blast, but doesn't do any lasting hurt now. And now IG surrounding mid lane.
We're now at the stage of the game where this Seraphine has so much CDR, even though that poke is landing on his HP bar right now.
That was Encore.
Awesome. Let's cast a few more W's and a little less ultis, but you know, I'm sure he'll be fine on this Seraphine pick, man.
Xiaohu's dead.
Xiaohu's dead?
Xiaohu died top lane.
Is Rookie dead?
Now Rookie is the focus. JJ tries to get him down. 1,000 gold goes over to Zik, but now he's 1v3. He needs to try to get out of this one. The CC is going to be there, though. He gets locked down, dragged out, and maybe taken out back, but he's not going to go down. The Croc survives yet again for another fight. Elk comes back up. Dway is there, too.
My goats are dying. The animals are leaving. What is happening to Xiaohu and to Rookie? These guys are just going for some super aggressive recall spots or overextensions or something. We see Xiaohu flashing away there on the picture-in-picture, but that was an ill-fated flash. With onto Rookie's Seraphs, that did make the difference for him to go down there. But these inventories are just not fully enough. If Jace gets this, Cyril does. And maybe if someone else can get a third item, that'd be great. But I just don't see them getting there compared to these inventories from the side of IG.
And it's Soul, 45 seconds away on a Chemtech Soul. Weibo don't want to give that one up freely. Do they have a way into this fight?
Yeah, they're going to need one. But that being said, the Renekton is extremely strong right now.
Doesn't matter if you get pounced on before they're even set up, as it's flash from Elk. He tries to get to the blast cone, but he can't do it. He is just down, and now it's a 4v5, and it's the Shy who is just speeding away as the Encore connects through.
Right?
They are just cutting them down one by one, and what did we say the script was the entire time, Fools? We knew this was going to 3, and it's definitely leaning that way.
The Shy just ghosts in, flashes in, and makes me wish I had my better microphone, because I just want to yell about this guy and how great he's playing on his return performance alongside Rookie, the man in the gold. Look at them two go, Mazel. They're back in it better than ever.
They're back in it. They're feeling good after that game number 1 loss, and it is Rookie and the Shy who step up and knock it out of the park for game 2. We're going to
They gave the very last pick of the draft to the Shy, and he takes the Yorick, who has been very popular in the current meta, just what he's able to do and neutralize some of those
against the org he was with for 2 years, in the break between him, his IG stints here against Weibo, and now trying to make the difference here as we see a potential fight kicking off. That's the Solar Flare popped in, and Mako has to flash out. It's going to be the kill going over already, though, as Wei trying to get the kill, gets him through that magical journey, and it won't be so magical in the end. Flash forward from Awesome. He's going to get the kill there with Rookie, and Rookie's starting to light him up here, too. Dway is going to get away. The pillar is just enough, and he has to flash out of the gravity field.
Like I say, sooner rather than later.
All right, Dragon started up here. Will be Weibo uncontested, as Wei will just continue to clear his jungle.
That's definitely a pretty meaningful response for Weibo. This game is...
That's the question we're all going to be asking here soon, as you can tell there's a lot of hesitancy by both these teams, as Rookie with the solo bolo takes down Zika. Now he's going to go down to his own solo. Actually, it's a 2v1. As JJ gets the cleanup.
Wanted that result with the way JJ picks him up immediately in response. 1-for-1 is pretty solid for the side of Weibo, getting that protagonist I keep claiming him to be to get his first death of the game. That's not the main storyline.
I like the way that Weibo are playing some of these fights. They're getting Wei's Frozen Tundra out. They're getting some of his preemptive damage out and just waiting it out with the Trickster. And I really appreciate that, because that's going to come super clutch in a lot of fights. Oh, Elk gets locked down. He's going to go down too. Even goes with the flash and still gets the Mystic shot to the back.
Yep, Elk has no cleanse. He's depending solely on Dway, who went for that Mikhail's purchase. The moment that Dway went for the Mikhail's is the moment that the Solar Flare is able to come in onto Elk. Just the timing a bit off on this bot lane. And they totally capitalized, catching out the Varus, getting his flash, getting the Rookie and the Shy are back. Guess who's back? We keep saying it. And here we go, Rookie trying to tell us it's him. Xiao has the Solar Flare, though. This could be a big fight.
I don't think they want this fight with Wei coming up. He does so much damage.
Maybe they do, maybe.
Instant flash coming through. Mako waiting to go in for himself. That's going to be the TPs coming in for both teams. 2 TPs coming out. Zika gets caught. Zika is burning through a little bit of that damage, and now Mako is forced to walk away. The Electro Harpoon does slow him down. Maiden is still alive. Awesome has just been chunking down the tower in mid lane and will take it out.
Yeah, IG just holding their cool there. They know that Weibo's going for the 5-man top side, and IG just decides not to overextend, not to bite into the bait, not to
get all 3 turrets.
The trap. Look at that, they're getting everything they want around the map. They're running this show.
They literally just got all the turrets. Nice. I mean, bot lane a little bit ago, but
but I feel like these players could compete internationally, like MSI.
Okay. Little 1v1 action. Okay, the flash. Good flash from Rookie. Just make sure he didn't have to take any extra CC. They're going to try to chase him down, but Mako's right around the corner. Did it? Oh, I think they overestimated themselves. Rookie sidesteps. He's out for now, but not for long. Xiaohu will get the kill.
Yeah, the way Xiaohu's playing that, he's like, oh, he flashed under his towers? Oh, that's chill. Let me just keep running at him. And it seemed really bold and strange, but I guess it was valid. JJ has the angle there. That's the shutdown onto Rookie and getting his flash.
Man, every time the camera flips, it is the Shy getting value. Okay, that pillar was invisible for a moment as Wei's trying to heal up through the subjugation. Also getting the slowdown onto Elk. No collapse coming. Dragon is coming up, though, so they're definitely going to push towards that. But the Shy is just consistently getting advantages and getting push in the top side. Meanwhile, play in the mid lane. They don't land anything. The Cosmic Binding doesn't land. The Abscon Abduct doesn't land. And now TP coming in from Big Daddy the Shy.
Yep. He's here to father the region.
Oh, but Mako overextended. He missed the Zenith Blade combo there and might just burn down. It's enough as Xiaohu with the stolen subjugation takes him down. Now Zika in some trouble here too, and the rest of Weibo starting to flash away, but they start losing bodies, and the Reaper cometh as the Shy not only comes back from the dead, but comes back to life for IG.
Shy and the pack is smoking the doubters right now with him and his ghouls by his side. Rookie and the Shy back and better than ever, and this roster could really be something. No way Weibo fights this.
Okay, I don't think they wanted that one, but it's a fight they're going to have to take nonetheless. Rookie just blasts away, and JJ is going to have to try to find an exit, but won't do so. Another beautiful shot from the Mystics, and us awesome will end up finding the finish kill. It looks like they're going to try to go for the Baron here.
I think the crowd knows it. I think Xiaohu knows it. I think IG's getting this Baron and all the prize.
They didn't land anything.
Yeah, not quite. They really had what seemed like a solid opportunity there to get awesome. The Arcane Shift was down for a solid 3 seconds. Way over a third of that guy's HP bar, it felt like, with just one Yorick about that one. And IG might have themselves, as I was really meaning when I said so, a banger roster here, Mazel. I'm loving these players all being on the same team.
Since 2025 has IG really given us any hope, and it was a fateful matchup with T1 in Worlds where we saw the bulk of this roster come together and try to make the push. T1 even said in their closing interviews of Worlds that IG was the team they were threatened by the most of the entire tournament. It's been a long time coming. The Shy is back. Rookie is back. IG might just be so freaking back, as now it's going to be the push finally coming through as they take the turrets. They have the Shy pushing mid lane, Baron buff aplenty, and it looks like an avalanche that Weibo cannot respond to.
Got the 2-court press right now with the Shy here in the mid lane. Fully stacked Spirit Shojin. Look at the damage that kind of build does at this stage. This tower is just not long for this world either. Xiaohu has the stolen Leona ult, but I just don't think it's strong enough. Shy's going to TP back here more than likely, and this is just an overwhelming onslaught from IG at this stage.
See the 4-1, the powerful setup from IG, 8,000 gold in the lead. Who needs Dragon Souls this series, really, as we think about it, as Xiaohu actually finds a nice engage. He got the Solar Flare, but then his life is forfeit. They don't even get the kill back, and now the equalizer from distance. The burn is enough. Is it? No. It's going to get one. They're going to try to get more, but Rookie comes back in. The Arcane Storm, the real one, straight from the TV show. A triple kill for Rookie, and the Shy gonna go ahead and give him the alley-oop here. The burn is not enough, but Wei will chase him down, chomp, and easy as IG go ahead and move to take a 2-1 victory in their first series as a team here in 2026 Split 3. It's the return of the Shy, it's the return of Rookie, and IG are present.
Actually got a lot of control in this game, where if he finds a public execution onto the backline, and he uses the term backline quite liberally here because it's literally just Jackie. Everybody else on top esports wants to go.
Especially if he can make an impact here in the mid lane. Hero pushed very far forward, does ding level 4, but Zhuo is here as well. Lands the flash pull, headbutts him right back into the waiting arms of his jungler. flash
Heru,
into
minions.
the charm. It does not work, and Heru's gonna pick up first blood as Cream dies to the minions, and he's not dead just yet. Then comes Feather, lands the dredge line, and Heru is going to survive for Thunder Talk.
I mean, you wanted to know how TT made it into Group Ascenders on now on the bot side.
Oh, that plasma gonna immediately proc the barrier. Flash forward. Oh, it's on, getting the solo kill. 2-0 for TT.
I mean, I was going to say you wanted to know how they made it out of that group Nirvana, and honestly, my answer wasn't individual outplays. Now Junhao's finding stuff on the top lane.
Oh, the action does not stop. E, Q, flash onto Zwoyan. They make impact it on. So far.
Yeah, Arn has sort of filled that role for a lot of these teams where he's coming in as a, you know, as Junhao. Going to probably dink 6 off of these creeps and then look to pen in this bot lane.
Ooh, there goes the flash forward. They land the auto attack onto Jackie Love. Flag and drag can't be spell shielded, and that means that this Sivir is in a whole lot of danger. Going to be able to escape with the help of Zhuo, who will be AD away from like getting my evolve on the Q. So hey, all the difference here for this Kai'Sa. Not there just yet, but still going to provide an impact here in this team fight. It's Tian, lands a cease and assist immediately onto Junhao and takes the enemy jungler down. Now it's a 4v3 in favor of Top Esports as Cream has entered the fight as well. Heru still on the run, looking to escape with the help of his ghost, but there's no jungler available.
Put all of their damage into the Jarvan and then couldn't find a way out. Looking to fight afterwards, though.
Yeah, hook lands over, but nice buffer from Zhuo, able to get the knockup on a Feather. Still in a bit of danger as the Dragon is secured by TES. Flash away here from a couple of Top Esports members, but Thunder Talk looking to continue the fight on, goes forward with the Killer Instinct, but no kills going their side.
Hey, that was never going to be easy.
Channel that reset instead. Going to be just a itemless rumble around this Rift Herald pit, and Zhuo's already starting to engage with a double pulverized combo. Into the backline goes Heru looking for Jackie Love, but Jackie Love still able to stand strong. In goes Keshi looking for the flash follow-up and will assassinate the Sivir into the backline. But 80 carries will be traded as On goes down. It's a 4v4 so far. Zhuo getting flashed upon by Junhao, going down as well. Keshi in the middle of the entirety of Top Esports, still indomitable, will not fall. Heru finishing off Zwoyan. A double kill for the Ambessa, and Cream is the last remaining survivor. An ace for Thunder Talk.
On this tier 1 stage is looking incredible on the Ambessa this time.
So it will be Dragon secured by Thunder Talk. Jackie Love had his spell shield immediately pop at the dredge line, as depth charge will follow up from Feather. In goes the Realm Warp, the Killer Instinct. They're sending the kitchen sink at Jackie Love, but he's still able to live, and now it will be on to be punished for his sins. Cream picks up the kill, and TES now have that numbers advantage. Zwoyan nearing an overheat status, but still will be able to dish out that equalizer if necessary. Top Esports able to punish an over-aggressive play from Thunder Talk.
Yeah, these Kai'Sa ults from Arn aren't hitting how they need to, and now Junhao may feel that as the blue buff is going to be stolen away. But for have the third item for the W Evolve.
So Top Esports, they saw Keshi 1v9 that team fight, so they're going to say, hey, how about a 1v4? Can you get out of this one? Flashes away here from the headbutt pull, and so it will be the Ambessa surviving for now. The re-engage from Thunder Talk
big scrap
can provide some value. 2-man knockup with that depth charge, and Heru has popped the ghost. Zwoyan and the rest of TES do not have a tower to defend themselves, and that means that they could be in a little bit of danger. Zhuo has already popped the Unbreakable Will. Tien goes forward, lands that cease and desist, and will be able to take the shutdown onto Keshi. And there goes On into the backline, though. He flashed away from the Tien. He'll be able to get himself a huge team fight. It's a triple kill in for Heru, and another full ace.
They can actually take this down. It's very early, and you can see they're going to have to split the aggro
line in this game. We see the solo laners for TES pushing on the top side of the map, just trying to get a little bit back, while the other two lanes are currently being decimated by the Baron buff of TT.
Sivir's wave clear can only do so much versus Baron. It's like TP used by Cream to get down to the bot side as Thunder Talk now looking big.
Yeah, already double knockup once again. On follows up with the Killer Instinct, and back to live we go. It's 2 kills immediately underneath the tier 2 tower for TT, but it will be Tien able to get a little bit back, and Cream now on the back line able to pump out a little bit more damage. Junhao lands the flag and drag, but he'll get shut down by the Ahri. Zwoyan still burning down a couple of members. Takes Keshi down with the Electro Harpoon and makes it a 3-for-3. Tier 2 tower goes down. Heru still dishing out some deeps, so it won't be a continuation of the play for TES.
Yeah, 5 stacks on a Dark Seal, has tier 3 Sork shoes as well, which feels like a bit of a rarity in the current mid lane stage, as Feather does get a little bit whittled down here by Zwoyan. And Top Esports looking a little bit aggressively without getting immediately responded to.
Joanna half HP, and that means the Thunderhawk can go forward, but Junhao went too far, too quick, has to flash away from the Cataclysm, but into the back line, it's Keshi with the public execution. He gets followed up by the cease and desist, in goes on with that killer instinct, flashes away from Dwayan, who has gone golden, and then we'll have the Seekers at his disposal. Back onto the Kaisa, do go TES, they're only able to get one so far. A big charm will cancel the Realm Warp. Both Heru and TES have found their moment.
Thundertalk walk too close to the sun, and it's Top Esports who are going to prosper from it. Burn them to cinders and to kill the Baron buff as well. I do wonder if that's going to be working towards a Frozen Heart. One of the pressure points for Thundertalk in that they actually can't all execute and get onto Jackie Love together.
Well, looks like they're going to fight here underneath the top lane tier 2. Jackie Love currently just hitting the tower as his top laner is taking a boatload of damage. Double flag and drag will knock up 2 as Junhao goes for the escape, and Keshi immediately looking for the public execution. Does not connect on anything though, but he's still face tanking a 1v4. On has already taken down 1. Gets a double kill and is now still continuing his course in the back of the line. He will go down to Cream, but Keshi looking to continue to chase him down. The final Spirit Rush will get him away as Tien will once again shut down Heru. Despite the good engage from Thundertalk, Top Esports still able to at least make it an even trade and could even be more. The Guardian Angel has been procced by Tien, and Keshi now has to go to his base, as it will be TES still pushing after the end of the day.
Yeah, they do find a win here in this team fight. I think getting Tien's Guardian Angel is a massive cooldown for them, especially this time as well. I think trying to lock down Cream, trying to lock down Jackie Love becomes infinitely harder when they've got this Cloud Soul in their back pocket, but it's Baron for Thundertalk, it's Cloud Soul for Top Esports, and we'll see who this favours as we move into a dead even gold game 35 minutes. The problem if they wanted to go for a full court press, but instead they've got mid push, they've got bot pushed. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get too far through the turret though.
One thing that Thundertalk's composition has that Top Esports doesn't is a bit of a split pushing presence. You see Keshi in the mid lane while the rest of his team is currently bottom. Dwayan able to defend rather nicely, and Top Esports going to try their hand at a 4v4, and they will be successful. A proc of the Guardian Angel already onto Junhao, and a third straight Realm Warp cancelled by the TES side. In goes Tien, the equalizer over the top, and now Keshi is joining the fight, but all too late. Uses the blast cone to escape, but Tien will have none of it. Flash Vault Breakers onto him, and Keshi is forced to go forward. Has his GA proc, but it will only delay the inevitable. A clean fight picked up for Top. They go 5-0. Feather 20 on. And the siege from Top Esports will commence. The inhibitor going to go down in the bottom lane, and another wave crashing momentarily. Still 5 seconds on the Nautilus. Onto the Nexus Towers they go. Should just be a Game 1 win for Top Esports. They come back from 5k down to open our best of...
LEC, it was super for MCoy, who played a Carly bot just for the love of the game. So we'll wait until 30 seconds to see where these players are all...
It looks like they're going to continue to scale here as Tien at level 3. Going for a play in the mid lane. Zhuo actually not going top bot lane. He's going top lane after his reset. Finds the stun onto Heru. Hook shot goes wide, but it should not matter. First blood going the way of our level 1 Camille. Speaking of level 1, Feather no longer that as he dicks 2 off of that play. Now looking for a 2v2 play. Tien jumps forward, finds the flash stun, and will make it a 2-for-1 for now. Immediately teleported coming forward and on into the mid lane. That Cassiopeia is not supposed to be here. Going in for the Twin Fangs onto Cream. The burn will finish him off. It's 2-3. Meanwhile, up in the top side, it has been Keshi with a pretty good lead, but that's going to get cancelled very easily after Zwayan goes forward with the Gnar. He had the rocket jump cancelled and had Tien in the wings as well. Flash wall up comes through, and the Tristana is taken down. It's Yordle on Yordle violence as
of the play, but it is coming at a cost here. I say a cost. It's coming at a cost for Top Esports as Junhao does find the dragon as well.
Now, going to be some fighting down in the bottom side. Petrifying Gaze thrown out onto the TES bottom lane. And Junhao is level 6. A teleport is coming in from Zwayan, so disincentivize any further engagement. But it is going to allow for Keshi to basically get all of the gold that he lost right back into his pockets with a full wave. And they have not been able to have their so honorable 1v1. Speaking of, it's another 2v1 situation for Top Esports and make it 3. Keshi unable to even rocket jump until he's already 200 HP. The Buster Shot only to deny some time to allow for him to pick up a couple more minions.
for the most part here. Yeah, feels another gank.
He's waiting potentially for the rocket jump, or maybe did he already use it? Keshi just going to go down again. These are the perils of...
You think that the Tristana might be able to play that little bit more safe, but with the Buster Shot and with the rocket jump still not enough. Again, Feather on top.
And so is On, making his way up here. Miasma going to delay Dwayon a bit. He throws into the wall with the Gnar, but Junhao up here to equalize the deaths up in top.
Again, the Cassia, I think, plays much more difficultly in the later stages of this game. Whereas for top esports, a behind Gnar is still going to do the same thing.
Oh, we got a full-on 3v3 happening down here. Jackie-Love immediately gets blown up by Heru with the Tibbers. Cream coming in for a bit of a re-engage. Throws at the first proc of the ulti. Could continue to dive in, but he likely knows it's a one-way trip. So instead, top esports will back away despite losing their bot laner for free.
Yeah, I mean, that's a massive play for Thundertalk here, being able to pick up a kill in a 3v4 rather. Junhao's able to ransack the top side of Tien's jungle, and On here finding a lot of gold, relatively uncontested, on or as the Cassiopeia. So, a really good sequence for Thundertalk as Keshi once again in trouble.
Yep, Dwayon face tanking right now. Goes forward with flash is Shuo, but Keshi will flash away. Tien pops the E for some movement speed, looking to close the gap, and he will be able to do so. With
Keshi is feeling it right now.
Thundertalk going to be okay with that though. They're going to their second dragon, this time bottom lane.
I mean, they're doing a good...
be as fun. This is what my
Mikhail's
Camille solo queue ended up building too. Yeah.
Okay, Heru in trouble.
Ooh, immediately Tibbers on top of Tien, who goes in with a Grand Starfall. Cream, though, still looking to assassinate him with the Shuriken flip. Not able to finish it, though, as the Stand United comes at a perfect time for Feather. Cream goes down. It's a 2-for-0 in the mid lane skirmish.
Oh, and able to find 2 in that exchange.
So, the rest of the map for Thundertalk still looking good. Now they are headed into the top side. Junhao with the call of the pack going to deny a little bit of that damage. The ultimatum has come forward from Zhuo, and he's locked into the Arcane Storm. Force it to flash away. Teleport coming in for Heru. Doesn't have Tibbers, but still has some damage. Keshi, face tanking 3 members, will get taken down amidst the exhaust, and it'll be a second kill on to the Shen. On will go forward, able to even up the kill score a little bit. As Dwayon has approached Mega, will flash away in his own right. It is fisticuffs here in this second game. We've got 18 kills in 15 minutes, and my 19th might be coming soon. Cream gets away from the petrifying gaze and will remain alive in the Twilight Shroud. In goes Junhao once again with the Hex Gates, looking to chase down the Akali, and Cream will be able to get out scot-free.
Okay, I mean, I don't even know how that kill trade went overall. So many back and forth exchanges, but now finds a quick pick under the turret. Cream, what are you doing, buddy? Mercs are not saving you from that one. Heru finds a quick pick underneath the tier 1 turret. I was about to praise Cream for the dancing around on the Akali that they were able to do in that fight, but... Yeah, stepping a little bit. Sorry, what was that, Grapes?
Yeah, just play safe. Just play safe here for Dwayon. He's hitting Mega, soon to be exhausted here. Away from the ulti is Junhao. Nicely done by him. And finally, Keshi gets some revenge.
And this is why I wanted to praise Junhao. If we get a look at the scoreboard, but it's come at a cost. It's come at Junhao, who has just been a little bit more efficient with their timing, being able to...
Significantly ahead in levels over his opposing jungler. We have Dragon spawning in 5 seconds. Thundertalk would love to pick up the soul point. Zhuo will be the target here of Feather, and Heru gets 100 to 0'd. Zhuo unable to input a single ability as he face checks the bush at just the wrong time.
Yeah, maybe that one needs to be put on the back burner, or just give it another week in scrims.
You know, as somebody who... Hold on. Well, I was going to maybe defend Zhuo here a little bit as the Dragon is picked up. I feel like any support dies to that, right? I mean, that's just like, that's not the champion's fault so far. Zhuo, of course, has already some previous synergy with Jackie-Love, but maybe not the rest of the team. As we see some more fighting here in the mid lane. Ultimates popped by both Cream and Heru, with Stand United coming on top of the Annie as well. Junhao running in to try to close the gap with the ultimate. Forces Cream back. The burn from the dogs will give him kill number 5.
Just everywhere here, making... Oh, whoa, hello!
Oh, flash jump forward from Keshi. He really wants the smoke. He's going to flash away from the Arcane Storm. TM, the Comet Spear, not going to connect. And so now On can chase it down to Jackie-Love with the Twin Fang. One more will do it as he pierces the heart of the victor. In goes Feather to make it another absolute brawl in the mid lane. It'll be a shutdown here onto On. Keshi jumps forward to take down Zhuo. The Mega Gnar approaching for Zhuoyan, but he's unable to proc the Gnar. As another kill goes in favor of TT. They are playing this skirmish heavy game very well and have brought themselves up to a 4,500 gold lead. Tien hunting it down Keshi with the Grand Starfall, but there's still 3 members of TT alive, and he won't
Q
be
on
able
them,
to...
your Twin Fangs don't do that much damage. And the fact that On is actually able to survive for so long, very, very impressive. It's sort of a product of Cassiopeia's inbuilt sustain, as now Cream looking for On the Keshi on the top side.
Are we surprised we have another fight? I'm not. Keshi Buster shots Cream away, so he's actually unable to proc the R2. And the Tristana going to survive a little bit, but he's running the wrong way. Fight will ensue, though, as Cream dashes forward just because he has to use the cooldown. Jackula very far up with the help of the Arcane Storm, still able to chunk Heru down to about 20% HP. Zhuoyan flash down. We have the Rift Herald charging up into the top lane tier 1 turret. Should be able to take it down. Objective bounty into the hands of TS, and they could look for more with a numbers advantage. Feather gets hit up by the spear, and now it will be Jackula jumping into the Herald and taking it out to safety.
I would think that we're surely not looking to go back in with that Herald, and this is the case.
Hold on.
Looking for a fight though. Hex Gates.
They saw exactly where that Herald was going, and so Junhao and Heru are going to try to punish. Oh, but Junhao gets the dash cancel with the help of Tien. Ultimatum coming out from Joe to lock Heru down as well. Feather in the midst of the scrap, On fighting 2v1, lands the petrifying gaze onto Zhuoyan, and Zhuoyan's got a lot of armor, but not a lot of magic just to help him against the Cassio. The rest of his team, though, in some trouble. Keshi Rocket jumps forward, be able to take down Tien. Zhuo in a 1v1 against Junhao that he does not win. The dog 6 levels up and is able to get another kill, and Zhuoyan is the last remaining survivor for Top Esports. Top lane combat just like we like to see, but this time Keshi's got some help. It's a double kill for the competition in the Olympics.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 from our
We'll
coaching
put it in.
staff.
Get it in really quick.
They've got a Soul Dragon to fight for now. Tien knows it, and it's going to
in
go
again,
in with
though.
the Grand Starfall, but the rest of Thundertalk collapsing onto Zhuo immediately. Heru goes golden and denies the initial engage. Cream in, but he gets locked down by the Petrifying Gaze, and Junhao is running amok in the backline. Incinerate onto the Akali, and it will be another massive team fight win for TT. They get 4 kills and are looking to push down the mid lane with Baron in their hands.
4 people dead. The dragon picked up by Junhao. The soul here, if he gets it. When he gets it, I should say. And Thundertalk, their woes of game number 1 slowly being assuaged as they were able to find a similar lead in that first game. But in game number 2, it felt a little bit more stagnant, a little bit more give and take. It's as they've moved into this mid-game that they've actually been able to truly succeed. And it's really Keshi who's been able to bounce back, doing very well on this Tristana. And it's Junhao who once again finds himself just up. I do want to take a moment to look at the size of the advantage that is being picked up by Thundertalk and just how far ahead they are. But of course, I'm not going to get the opportunity as Tien getting chased down by our allies.
That lead going to grow
Yeah.
a little bit as Junhao hits
On
double bit.
3, 2 for Feather as well. A 9k gold lead, a soul in their back pocket. This is not just a snowball. This is an avalanche raining down on the Top Esports base.
And they're still Baron buff for another 10 seconds. Top Esports have really fallen behind in the ensuing power play. They're going to finally have the base broken open on the bottom side. Tier 3 turret down. Inhibitor likely following as Keshi is able to free hit with nobody able to close the gap. Zhuoyan is currently trying to get a little bit of farm back on the top side. Makes it a 4v5 at the moment for Thundertalk. But the Baron buff has now expired. The siege here for TT certainly is big though, and immediately burst down Jackie Love. Already a 1-for-0 as Zhuoyan finally arrives back into the base, but it might be all too late. Feather flashes on top of Tien, makes it a 2-for-0, and the rest of the game should follow suit. Junhao into the fountain, essentially, as Thundertalk are still 5 strong, looking to send us to a decisive Game 3.
Wave play comes through, the minions not Baron buffed up, and Zhuoyan is mega. Heru dies to the turret.
Okay, wait, Cream. Lands a shuriken flip. Could he E2 forward? Okay, not just yet. Zhuo hook shots into the inhibitor. In goes the taunt from Feather as well. The Spirit's Refuge doing so much to help the support Shen live. Loyan still in the fountain, but the Nexus is now exposed. Jackie Love going forward, has respawn in with the Proto Belt, but it will only be a 1-for-1. Still 3 members of Thunder Talk holding the line in the enemy base. They will take down the Nexus.
You just buy wards and pots at the start and you have no income whatsoever. You can buy gold for 5 items, but it's probably objectively wrong. You probably should just get a sight stone and accept that you just drop wards.
So we follow
Pot,
the
3 HP pots, Lee Sin start
bot lane gang.
for the guaranteed all-in. It's now RNA moving down, level 3, ready to go, shielded up, waddling his way forward, exhausted, looking for the perma-slow, waddling menacingly, grabbing the kill.
Classic
And attack speed reduction, so if your character cares about auto-attacking, exhaust is
diving
truly
him.
devastating. Alex each getting tricky with it, moving in onto Froggen. Gonna maybe look for the kill with the Death Lotus. Doesn't quite get it. The Ignite's still ticking. Froggen goes down. 1-for-1.
He can still farm.
And he can still farm. He's still approaching 300 CS.
He's super aggressive to match your jungler going in. Everyone else was like, hey, what's going on here? We're farming. Like, hang on.
You can't be taking our farm. You ruined this part of the game. RNA is also surprised. He thought they were just farming. Soaz goes for the kick. Cyanide grabs the kill.
They're not done yet. Yellow Star might be caught out here.
Yellow Star definitely in trouble. Now remember, towers compared to modern League of Legends are much weaker. And once this dies, I imagine Yellow Star's gonna have to start running for his life. Requiem coming down. Froggen wants to get involved. A couple free assists here. Cataclysm to lock up Yellow Star. Reckless doing some decent damage back, but Team Dynasty.
They got it. This is the classic Source move. Leaves the lane, walks down somewhere else. For once, like Bergson is your mid lane.
Go mid. Stop playing Nami, you baby. Go mid. Reckless finding Cyanide. Not a lot of damage though from this Tristana.
He's scaling.
Reckless did buy Avarice Blade, which is a gold per 5 item that gives you extra gold on CS, and he's not going to be able to find the kill. You see the Ragnarok use there. Alex each gets caught up by the crescendo. He starts to dance for a second. He looks like he tries to turn it, but the exhaust is there. Froggen making the most out of that summoner.
Alex getting baited by one of the biggest buffs that happened in League Classic. Sona basically got a wider range on her ult now to match the animation. So that actually
that does work. Flash in from RNA. He's going to kill Froggen. Froggen is happy because he still gets to farm, but nice to see the kill back. He's on track to 10 CS a minute, which in terms of damage output. And this is the era of Gunplayed where your autos and single target abilities lower the cooldown. So you get it up a lot.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Kevin locked up. Soaz might try to kick his way out of this one. Is Kevin going to be quick enough on the trigger though? Soaz getting walked down, nowhere to go. Kevin grabs that one. I will say there is a level of composure here that I was not expecting. These teams are sweating. For two teams that were hanging out and talking nicely, Froggen. Reckless jumps over the wall, Forgiven ready to walk in. He has Triforce. He hits like a truck. Retreat now coming in. Forgiven continuing to walk up with the Earth Cork. He goes empowered. Otto's doing so much work. Nice buster shot from Reckless. And only RNA will drop.
Dude, it's such a back and forth, man. That's awesome. Bot lane turret now, so gold very even. Kills fairly spread out, except for the fact that Froggen, of course, has picked 3 kills up on one side and is getting quite far ahead in this game. But yeah, both teams actually like trying to move around in pairs as well, finding like small openings. Dragon now, like, this is a late Dragon if we look at sort of older League of Legends, because we used to have much longer laning phase and then someone could sneak a Dragon, get a big fight.
Alex each. Kevin kicking things off. This Olaf is powerful, moving in. Alex hoping for the resets. Reckless has resets as well. They're going to start bouncing on him, but Froggen doing his best to hold the line. The Requiem coming out. Reckless with the barrier just in time to survive.
Got it. Well timed. Alex picked up a kill as well, so he should be able to go back and get the Gunblade. He actually did get hit by the last Q. Still survives.
No gold. Inland tower about to go. Reckless should be in trouble. So as Warthog connects the Q.
Nice.
Ooh. Buster shot again for Reckless on point
here. He predicted that one.
That he did.
I did actually watch Reckless practice for this. Let's see mid lane first.
Pull back from Arnea is good.
Kevin is
starting things off. Crescendo across the team. So as retreating, Kevin on the side. Alex each now ready to turn it. That's the first reset going in. Alex finding another. Team Legacy finding 2 quick kills. Set up to take over in mid lane, and the gold still favoring Dynasty, but this feels like a big turning point for all the boys in blue.
One more turret here. Great setup. TP in from Kevin, so fed. Alex as well picking up another kill. Like, it's getting pretty scary to do 5v5 on the Team Dynasty side, especially if you are Karthus is just farming.
There's no
Yes,
modern
they
support
are.
items. If you don't have Crescendo, you just get 2-tapped. You have almost no defensive stats.
I mean, Yellowstar's trying to break the mold here by not having Sidestone yet.
That's fair. He has
On his side.
he's got Locket. Fair enough.
Technically, the only item you had to rush as a support after your Sidestone.
Which is, this is true. This is true. Sidestone usually first as Froggen just continues to walk into Reckless. Reckless is going to jump out of
One
there
more
as
Q.
soon as he can. One more Q. Not
It's
going
fine.
to
He
find
gets the
it.
farm. He gets the farm. There we go.
I'm just saying that with Froggen at 4 deaths, the TP revive might have been the better call.
Late game, definitely.
It's going to be Death Lotus. So as his pushback, and now Alex Each is, well, way too far
Yellowstar's
forward.
coming, but it's just 2 people up here against 4.
You there. Alex Each does not do a lot of damage without the committal there. Sinister Steel to just spin in a circle.
Niff!
He lived. Nick didn't do anything.
Kill steal.
Fine, bro.
Do you know how much you got flamed back then as a support? Gaming, that was sort of the famous moment. Got to Worlds in Season 2 and so on. Been to Worlds multiple times. Later, when he also teamed up with Froggen, with Elements, is it LEC champ or LCS champion?
EULCS champion. Yes, yes. As Kevin's in trouble now. I don't know how powerful Olaf is to go through an exhaust. Not strong enough, but now Alex Each is looking for a reset. There's no more kick, so Alex Each taking his sweet time. 15-second cooldown reduction coming in on that kill, but the rest of the CC is there, and well, it's a pretty easy follow-up.
We just had Team Legacy like win team fights in mid lane. We were going, man, they're looking very strong in this team Fnatic strategy.
It's only one
And
member,
they
though.
left.
They're just shadowing Reckless. Oh, that's the
big
ulti
one.
from Cyanide. Looking for the lockup. Skarner all coming out as well. Cyanide about to fall here. Crescendo is good, but can they get anything else in the follow-up? Yellowstar now also set to drop. Reckless retreating. Alex Each ready to go in one more time. This man is fearless, but he's immediately exhausted. It's not going to matter, though. Alex still running forward, but there's a Requiem. The rest of the team has abandoned him.
They gotta find it.
They have left Alex Each to the
Alex.
wall. My God. Okay.
He keeps getting a kill every time. I know he dies, but he gets a kill.
And I like that, but I will say it does feel like the team is not on the same page. Because everyone abandoned him immediately. He was the only person to go in.
Different times. We didn't. Also, I think when you have Forgiven and Froggen on one team, it's probably impossible to set a CS record unless it's like a duo.
That is
CS
actually
record.
true. That is true. Well, Forgiven currently taking the lead in terms of the CS race, but
Yellowstar over the wall.
Trinity Force, Yellowstar getting things kicked off. Froggen once again locked up. Actually pulled out of the solar flare. That's a little bit awkward. Froggen is living for a damn long time. Kill the Karthus! Oh, they just barely have the damage, and it still just turns into a 1-for-1.
Dude, he's so strong right now. Abyssal Scepter as well on him, reducing MR and everyone around him. Soaz just split pushing. Alex is looking for something mid, can't do anything.
I don't think anyone can stop Soaz though. He's got Ravenous Hydra. He's just insta-deleting waves and pushing this in.
Well, let's see. Alex is gonna maybe try and 1v1 him. Actually, Kevin is coming as well, so Soaz might have to leave.
Waiting to kick until he sees the ulti start.
Reckless is moving through the jungle slowly.
He can just hop to a minion though. Yep. Oh, Gunblade. Turning back. Kick. Reckless running in to take the kill. There you go. Punish for overextending. Soaz, a look of frustration.
That's the first time he's ever been punished for overextending. I've never seen Soaz get punished
Never
before.
in the history.
Never happened
And this is the
before.
downside of him not...
Because Reckless was too young to play at the time, so he couldn't join in 2013. We might get some fighting here.
Ulti there. Oh, not enough for Reckless. Oh.
Locket is so weak on one target, man. It felt so bad. You had to build it, otherwise your team would yell at you because, oh, we don't have Locket. We can't win team fights. And look at this weak shield. Man, I was cheated out of doing cool items.
The trauma of your Season 3 experience, Deficio. Coming back. As now, Team Legacy looking to connect. Ooh, RNA getting sped up there. Looking for the pullback on the Nif. Nif! Nif!
Dude, talking about trauma, man. Picking Sona as a support in pro play, picking Sona was the worst feeling ever because I think he was maybe trying to press something else. Oh, just a little too quickly turned around on his champion.
Oh, yep, yet another exhaust coming in from Froggen here. Alex Each desperately trying to 1v1. It just does not matter. Okay, I gotta say, it feels a little disrespectful to take exhaust. I think this we gotta ban the summoner spell for non-supports.
That's the extra thing on Fearless. We're gonna ban summoner spells.
That
so
feels like the next level of the Gentleman's Agreement.
I mean, he's gonna die now, right?
Speeding in.
Dude, respect the farm. He doesn't care about dying. He just want to get another wave.
Dude, he's doing good. 248. Him and Forgiven are just... And that's his Jarvan skin that he's playing right now.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. It's literally his skin. People are so used to T1 skins, they forget other players have them too. With Cyanide, unfortunately, I think we can call that a caster curse. Our hype and excitement for him quickly has now resulted in his death.
Exactly. As useless as nipples on a man, as he would say himself.
That is what he would say. That is true. The good news for Team Dynasty is Dragon is just gold and XP.
And XP. It does give XP now. I don't think it actually did back then, but I think that was added in.
Yep. Oh, Nif looking for an angle on the ulti. Can't Olaf right now, though. Yet another exhaust coming in for Frog. But Outsiege ready to start spinning. All the CC across the top. Dynasty holding the line as Forgiven just starts free firing. Oh, and now it's a Requiem. But Reckless still standing tall. Only one member dropping in exchange for two. Alex each gives his life in exchange for Frogget and Cyanide, who's still dead.
I like this though. Like again, like sort of killing champions was slightly harder, right? Like
true.
More tanky here. You gotta some time to cooldowns. Source just getting some poke or
going
what?
in, spinning, goes golden, buys a bit more space for Reckless. That's the reset. They're gonna start bouncing. Where are we?
Source, you're so squishy. You play full damage. You're technically supposed to go tanky. He's so squishy. He just wants to try and
The reason that Lee Sin was OP, the reason so many of these bruiserish champions were OP when they first came out is because their damage numbers were way too high and they could just build tanky.
Yeah, exactly.
But he is going full AD here. Brutalizer, Ravenous Hydra, another BF sword. Froggen caught out, doesn't even have a chance to turn on the vial, just barely has the time. All of Team Legacy now pulling back. This is some modern League of Legends.
Yellow Star mechanics on point. Smack right in the face of Frog and no reaction on the flash.
I will say the fact that we don't get to see his Thresh is a bit of a disappointment here.
It is a disappointment. Can we please add it in quickly for next game?
Baron for Nexus?
Not for Nexus,
but
maybe for Inhib.
for Inhib at the very least. But the biggest thing is Forgiven just deletes
Kevin,
the
he can
structure.
go, he can go.
Hit the thing. Hit the Nexus. No. They're not going to hit the inhibitor. And now Alex Each is very slowly
Forgiven is out of mana mate. He's out
Nip
of
doesn't
mana.
have exhaust. Alex Each going. He's starting to spin.
They're so dead.
Shoots him with the gunblade. RNA on the way in. Cyanide getting pulled back. That's going to be one reset. Alex Each ready to follow Nif in. 2 quick kills. Reckless going to bounce over the wall. It's feeling a little personal. Reckless versus Forgiven. Showdown in the Thunderdome. Reckless is blasting him. Forgiven does not like the angle on this one. Oh my god, he's getting destroyed. Oh!
That felt personal. He has 4 items now on this Tristana.
B is her passive, so she gets extra range the longer the game goes, or the more levels she has under her belt. You've also got BT. This is the era of BT that stacks flat AD and lifesteal. That's the 26 you see next to the icon. It's Kevin now ready to start rocking and rolling. RNA has the permaslow stacked up. Kevin is now immune to CC, but Froggen does a hell of a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Soaz is still squishy.
Yeah, he just built a BF sword. So.
We started so good. We were like, wow, he's leaving top lane to support the map. At that point,
and basically just praise him after.
That is true. That's what would have happened. Is that what will happen today? We're going to have to find out. 80 carries, really strong though. As we can see, Reckless now full build. Still 1 item down on the side of Mr. Forgiven. Unless you want to count that Doran's Blade.
And this was a time where Corki did fall off slightly. Because obviously some of the damage from his abilities didn't really matter too much late game. And pure sort of auto-attacking, where we build Trinity Force versus essentially what Reckless is sitting on, a bit of a difference.
Yeah, Reckless has an attack speed steroid, a jump to match the jump. You've got Trinity Force, which is great early, but you're just going to get outdone
and his support has Locket. Whoa!
Whoa! It wasn't that impactful early. Maybe it'll make a difference in the next fight.
Let's see.
Forgiven, trying desperately to chip away, but you can see Reckless just gets to auto these towers for free.
And you got the buff cannon there actually doing some work.
That is one of the changes. A modernization. Again, some of you old heads, some of you old heads will feel upset about this, but I assure you, having played a couple 70-minute games of League of Legends recently, it's not good. It's not, you don't want it. You think you do, but trust me. And so as now starting to run a good turn, RNA flashing over the wall. Reckless immediately gonna get the reset, ready to start bouncing. Do the thing, Reckless. Nope, backstepping. Requiem good, a lot of the shielding. Now he's got enough life, so just eat that up. No damage to take down the health bar any further as Reckless pushes in to knock open the base.
I mean, the only member left who can do anything is Forgiven, and I don't think he has the damage to even kill the front line, so that's 2 inhibs. Technically now we can go back and just get another dragon, which feels slightly worse back in Classic, because it's just more gold and XP and not a cool buff at the end. You can use to win the game.
And really credit to Reckless, who is full build and is still...
You got to be careful now, Drakus, because for about 7 years we got called out for being too biased on too much Reckless.
Oh, that's true.
We got to dial it back
that was what happened for 7 years?
Little bit.
For a second. I feel like he could have committed there.
Didn't get close enough. Slight movement speed buff on Nif, of course.
And respect to RNA, he knows his role in the team, which
does.
is stacking auras, as we
Swords
see a
of
lot.
Nuts!
Not going to find the angle to get things going. Soaz goes for the heroic play, but now it's Reckless. Resetting, jumping, bouncing. Now the stun goes in. They're trying to finish off Reckless. Exhaust is still going, but he's popping off. Where are we, Deficio?
We are in Paris!
We're in Paris! He's going to die.
Oh, he died at the end. Still, they're going to finish the game. Forgiven, left alive, of course. Actually, there's barely any minions. Can he kill them?
Well,
Might try and delay
the towers
this.
are way weaker than they used
They
to be.
are a lot weaker, yeah. So I think
Here comes the super.
I mean, they're half HP, right? So, like, can he get, like, 1 or 2 crits?
80 Saws is about to spawn. Save the day.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. 157. So I feel like our tryhard tier list actually was
looking pretty spot on.
fairly spot on.
And credit to RNA. Us putting him in B tier felt a little premature, but he is absolutely sweating for it.
I mean, he
Shirelli is-
locked in on stage. He locked in on stage.
Yeah, he's got the Mobies. He's ready to go. Legacy ready to end the game. Remember, this is a best of 3 with Gentleman's Fearless, which is normal Fearless, but they might cheat a little bit.
and pick something anyway.
So we don't know how Fearless it'll be, but we're going to have to find out.
All right, they got double cannon here, buffed up by the Baron. Surely they can finish the game.
They kind of want those minions to move in so they can hit the tower, though. Is Froggen now locked up and taken out. Does still have a few more seconds in Death Defied. Ulti there. Yellow Star does drop down, but now Kevin, CC immune. Reckless moving in, wants to take down Forgiven. Are they diving the fountain? He's looking for the angle. Once again, we're in Paris. Ah, Legacy! Get game 1.
Great game 1.
It feels like the way to be a professional jungler in this era of League of Legends was either be Diamond Procs or just be